Yo, thanks for coming by, guys. My name's AfroZack and welcome to my channel. Today we're talking about super people and all the characters within the game. We're going to talk about their perks, their special abilities, the pros, the cons, etc, etc, and hopefully next time you step into the game, give you that bit of an advantage if you're playing with a character that you've never played before. One thing I will say though, guys, is please just give all the characters a bit of a shot, because you know they might suit your playstyle better than mine. Alright, I'll try and make this as short as we can do, but there's going to be some information in there. Alright, let's get into it. Let's go. Wait, before we get into today's video, I need your help. We are trying to get to 100 subscribers on this channel, and without you guys, I can't do that. Over 67.9% of you guys aren't subscribed. Please, help me out. It costs you nothing and means the world to me. If you find this video informative and helpful, do me a favour, drop a sub on the channel and a like on the video. It would mean the world. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay then, so with the thanks of Zillion Gamer, your gamer guide, we are going to go through all the classes in Super People with their perks and their skills, etc, etc. Okay, so we're going to start off with Driver. Alright, so the driver will spawn a car at some point and you can go through, drive around, a bit of a monster truck, have some fun, jump in the air. But not just that. So you will have a damage increase of 10%, 20% and 30% of the weapon of choice for driver in that game. So now on the here it says the M416S. That will change every game depending on who you are. It could be a different AR, etc, etc. So you get high speed bullets. Level 1 are slightly off target, will curve towards and hit the enemy 10%, 20, 30%, etc. So that means that if you just slightly miss a target, it will hit them. It will just curve round. A bit of wanted style. Bang. Go from there. Next one, 50% accuracy when shooting from a vehicle. So you will have, if you're in a vehicle and you're shooting from there, your accuracy will be improved a little bit, and these go up in 5%, 10% increments as you level it up. After that, you get 5% damage and defense into 7% into 10%. Happy days! Who doesn't want that? You get damage and defense increase. Okay, the next one is minus 100% damage received from a vehicle or explosion from level 1. Therefore, if you get hit by a vehicle or an explosion, you take no damage. Or take minus 100% damage. Minus 50% from tactical nukes and minus 50% from grenades as well. So bear that in mind, please, guys, that you're taking minus 50% tactical nuke damage there. Next one from there is the HP and defense increase. So you will get a base increase 25% and plus 40. After that is the HP and defense increase. So you'll get a set amount to start off with. Then it'll go up plus 25 and up plus 40 when you get to level 3. Next on the line is the Nitro jump while driving. Now this is when you're driving a car, you press the G or whatever key you have assigned to it, and your car just goes, it just jumps up. Now this may seem like a bit of a gimmicky perk, but if you use it right, it will really help you out in some sticky situations and get into some places in a car that you didn't get to. Next one, level 1, summons a vehicle. Level 2, quickly dismounts from a vehicle. Level 3 will give you 20 plus HP after dismounting from a vehicle. So if you are driving about and you jump out. Level 3 is the plus 20 HP after dismounting from a vehicle, which will help you out if you are driving towards somebody, jump out of a vehicle quickly. You ain't got to worry about that damage impacts from there. Next on the line, we have minus 50% reload speed. Next one after that is the 20% increased mag capacity, and then 30% after that. And then of course the big one, summoning the monster truck. So there we go, guys, that's Driver. So we've got Firearms Expert next. So what we'll do is we'll go through all the perks in Firearms Expert. We've got an increase in weapon damage depending on the specialized weapon that you get. So whatever you get in there, you'll get an increased damage percentage going up. You will get a sniper rifle damage increase of 10%, 15% and then 20%. A leaning speed is next of 70% and then plus 20% defense when leaning, plus 20% damage when leaning after that. Now that might sound a little bit confusing when it comes down to it, but if you're hiding behind a tree and you lean out, you get that extra percentage faster to lean out, and then plus when it's maxed out, damage when leaning, you're going to win them fights. Next one across there, you get a general 10% damage, 15%, and then 20% damage increases. Next on the line is a minus 90% headshot damage. Now this is key, guys. If someone is trying to snipe you with a gun that's got 100 damage, they will only do 10 damage to you. That minus 90% head damage. Next one is reduced cooldown, and again reducing cooldown. So this only happens for a certain amount of time. If you get hit with a headshot, you'll have a cooldown going down. The higher the level, the faster the cooldown is. After this, we have a C trajectory of bullet. So if someone shoots at you, you can see where the bullets come from. And then after, as you level this up, you get a plus 10 HP, plus 20 HP. Okay, so on next on the line, we have a 50% weapon switch and ADS speed, which ranks up to 80% when you get level 2. At level 3, you continue aiming down sights when switching weapons, which again, them little bits of frames that you're catching when ADSing you will benefit you there. After that, we have a movement speed while shoulder aiming. Again, just boosts up as the levels go up. Reload speed, minus 50%. Level 2 is increased magazine. Level 3. Now, big one. The special for firearms expert is the instant slowdown. So as you put the force field out, you'll instantly slow down people within the range of that force field. This, guys, can really help you out if people are pushing you. Bang, you whack that force field out. You've got that advantage because you can move at full pace as they can't. Right, let's get into the sniper now. A personal favourite of mine. I do really like this this character, in all fairness. We'll start off with the first one. At level 1, you've got a plus 20% damage while ADSing, and then it goes up to 30% and then 40%. Next one, plus 20% sniper rifle damage. Again, 30%, 40%, and it all depends on what specialized weapon you get. You will get given a sniper rifle of some sort. I would recommend using it if you are this character. Next one down the line, you get a 10% AR damage, which increases to 15%, then 20%. After that is a half ghillie suit, which will keep you hidden in bushes, plus 10%, plus 10 HP, plus 20 HP when hidden in bushes, etc. So you're all good there. This next one here is the call down airstrike, which is your G, your special as such for this class, because your main special is a passive. But yeah, you get to call down an airstrike, which increases in radius as you rank it up. After that, you upgrade your flashbangs into booby traps. At level 2, they are 3 deployable. At level 3, they are 5 deployable, so you can put more on your body. These are, instead of throwing a flashbang grenade, you will set a flashbang trap. After that, you have a minus 35% footstep noise when walking. At the next one is minus 35% footstep noise when running, and a minus 35% all noise generated by character. So, as you can see, he's a bit of a stealthy guy, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so the next one, you have a plus 10% when crouching, plus 20%, plus 30%. This is all movement speed, guys. I'll tell you now, it's at plus 30% and you crouch down, you run, you will be fast. You will be fast, I'll tell you that. Next one, guys, is the amplifier. So you have this in one of your slots, which you have assigned. As default, it is slot 4. As it increases in radius up level, you can see who's around you, can hear who's around you. Go from there. So we'll move into the main special for the sniper class, and that's the damage increase with a sniper rifle or DMR. You will get a 50% damage increase every 10 seconds, every time you shoot a shot. Okay, so let's move on to the gas soldier, shall we? This eventually gives you the flamethrower, but let's move throughout the perks that you get. So to start off with, you get a damage increase of a 5%, 7%, and 10%, all depending on what specialized weapon you get. These give the example of the SP686, but this can vary from game to game. Next one is a plus 20% on Molotov cocktail throwing distance, which increases to 50% and 100%. So after that, you get the 5% damage while in rocky terrain. So you're fighting around rocks area, you get that 5%, you get 7%, 10%. You know, it might just seem like a bit of a pointless perk to you guys, but if you are fighting around in rocks, you will get that bit of a benefit across everybody else. After that, you have the upgrades in smoke grenades to toxic grenades, which increases in percentage throughout from 5% to 10%. After that, you got toxic smoke from enemies, does not damage you. So if you're coming up against another gas soldier, you will not get affected by their toxic smoke. And then adds 5 HP upon entering the smoke. Again, after that, adds 10 HP. Next on the line, guys, we have 10% damage and 10% HP. Just adds up. And then as you go through the levels, it then increases as you're going through. That's a passive skill, so that just stays there throughout the time. So after that, guys, we've got the Grant's muzzle flash detection. So if anyone's within your 50 meters, you will see their muzzle flash, and then it increases throughout the levels. Next on the line, we've got a movement speed and unlocking the slide, so you can slide cancel if you really want to. Increases throughout, well, upon entering smoke, should I say, it increases that way. And then the special is launch a powerful fireball with your flamethrower. So you will unlock a flamethrower throughout this. Okay, when you get this, you will unlock a fireball, so you can blast a fireball. Now this thing fires far, I'm not going to lie, this thing does fire far and does do some damage, so make sure you make use of that, okay? Right, we're on to the Gatling soldier now, and this guy will have a Gatling gun. Yep, you heard it. He's got a Gatling gun. So, with this guy, to start off with, you will get the Gatling gun, and then it increases in damage as the levels go up. Next online, we have the damage increase depending on what specialization weapon you get, and that will go from a 10%, 20%, and 30% damage. After that, guys, you get the magazine capacity for AR and Gatling gun. So that just increases your ammo capacity that you can keep into your ARs and your Gatling guns. I would recommend picking up ARs when using this class. Okay, guys, so then we've got the damage received. If you are taking damage from the front, it will be, that says plus, but you're in minus 5%, 10%, and 15%. If someone's shooting you in front, you've got the body armor on, it will be less from there. Okay, so then we go on to the C trajectory from bullet yet again, so you can see where the bullet's coming from. When you rank it up, you'll get HP from there. Okay, so on to the next one now, guys, and then you get the dodge roll. So once you do the dodge roll, you get plus 30 HP for 3 seconds after doing it. And then after there, you will reduce the cooldown time from 15 seconds to 10 seconds. And next on the line, we get bullets bend slightly towards the enemy yet again. Spoke about before, they just bend, they just arc that way towards there. After that, you get a plus 30 inventory, plus 60% inventory space. Okay, so on to the next one. You get a plus 5% damage upon 5 seconds after being hit. So that means if you get hit, next shot you fire will have a 5% increase in damage, which will then increase to 10% and 20% as you level up. And then this one here is a 3% movement speed and unlocking the slide, so you can slide again. But you get a 3%, 5%, and a 7% movement speed, which will come in key, guys. I'll tell you that now. And the special is increases the capacity for the Gatling gun and the explosive rounds create an area of flame. So when you press it, you bang, you get explosive rounds across there, so you can create some flames and just cause even more carnage. And your defense temporarily increases while firing the Gatling gun. This thing does not have great aim, I will tell you that, but it has great damage. Right, let's get into the teleporter now, and the teleporter it's got so much potential to be OP. I'll tell you now, we'll get into why in a second. Right, let's start with the first one. So you have a plus damage percentage yet again on the specialized weapon that you get. This is a common theory throughout them all. We'll move on to the next one, which is a reduced recoil, 10%, 15%, and 20% in single fire mode. So if you get an AR and you put it in single fire mode, you will get a minus recoil production as such. So we'll go on to the next one now, and we get an increase in accuracy when throwing the tomahawk, which is a speciality this guy only has. So you'll spawn out, you'll get a tomahawk, you can throw at people, a bit like a throwing knife if you've ever used them before in other games, and you go from there in the plus 15 and plus 30 radius. Okay, so now we get onto a really good perk actually when it comes down to this character, and that's the minus headshot damage. So if you get hit with a headshot, Minus 10% to start off with, 20% and then 30% as it goes on. And these are passive. There's no cooldown here. You will just have these all the time. Okay, so next is a movement speed increase. You get a plus 10% when crouching, 20%, 30%. Like the sniper, these really do help out. You'll find yourself crouching a lot and sprinting at the same time because there's got a lot more movement speed. Make sure you take use of that. So now we've got a HP increase here, and what you'll get is a HP increase for a set amount of time, which is 10 seconds. You then get 100% HP for a short time, and then 50% downed ally recovery rate, which will really help you out if you're getting rushed and you need to revive your pal. So here we've got the minus damage received while ADSing with a gun 2 times or higher, which you'll find you are doing quite a lot of in this game. This increases from 5%, 10%, and then 15% minus damage received. Okay, so now we've got the movement speed. You got plus 3% movement speed, and then after the movement speed is a plus 20% health, and then after that is another plus movement speed. So you combine this with this, and while you are rapid when you are crouching. Plus 30% speed for using health recovery consumables. So, and then the big one there, teleport from a specific location to another location within a certain range. This can be key. Guys, I'm telling you now, use a teleport. If you're getting shot at, they know where you are. You teleport behind the back of them, they don't know you've got the counter attack there. Right, let's do the Seeker now, shall we? And again, starting off with the damage increase for whatever specialized weapon you have. You then have a leaning speed and a defense speed. We've seen this before in other characters. 70% leaning speed, 20% defense while leaning, and then a 20% damage while leaning as you rank up. Next on the line, we have a damage and defense increase. Again, we've seen this before. So yeah, right back to that one. After that, we then have a plus 5% damage while taking cover behind trees and rocky terrain. So there, this is a bit of a buff from the one we saw previous, not just rocky terrain. We have trees as well, so it then moves up from 5%, 7% to 10%. Right, we can then see trajectory of throwables rather than bullets. If you see a grenade come across, you can see where it's being thrown from. And then next is minus damage from throwables, and that just increases across. Right, but then we're going to locate a enemy close to within 50 meters. Now this is great, so nice, fantastic, guys. Keep looking at your map. If you hear a noise in your earphones, you'll see a little red circle on your map. Within that map, that means that there is someone in that circle. Be aware of that. Use that to your advantage. Okay. Next, we've got the heartbeat sensor. A bit like Call of Duty, you pop it out, you can hear the heartbeats around, and that increases in meterage as you level up. Next, we're going to upgrading the Molotov cocktails to the Molotov traps, a bit like the flashbang traps we talked about earlier on. These are just Molotovs, and then these increasing radius as you. After that, you've got the 3 quick slides within 8 seconds. That means you can slide, bang it. It helps out if you slide cancelled in other games before. This will really help you out in trying to get away from getting shot, and you want to get some cover to medal. Right, we're getting to the next one. That's Nuclear, and Nuclear is a very explosive character, I won't lie, and you'll see why shortly. To start off with, we have the standard percentage damage for specialized weapon that you get. After that, you got a 10% accuracy when hip firing, which increases throughout. Bang, there you go. You get an RPG acquired with a cooldown time of 300 seconds, which then lowers damage level up. After that, you've got a 5% damage when taking cover behind trees and rocky terrain. Increases throughout levels. Then you've got a recovers 5 HP over a specific period of time after consuming an energy bar. So if you're getting chased by the storm, you put a speed bar in and you start running, you'll gain some XP out of it. What's not to love? What's not to love? And then after that, you get some more HP and a 50% movement speed when downed, so you can get into safe cover to get revived. Next, we have the weave automatically when standing or crouched. So when you're running about, you're getting shot up, you will weave automatically. You get a minus 20% damage received while using health or energy bars, which then increases to 20% with damage while weaving. Right, so we're getting to the Molotov cocktail upgrade, which is a firewall gain to Molotov and increases the backpack weight, and then this increases up to 50%, and then increases the firewall 100% after that as well. So when you throw in Molotovs, they just increase more basically. Now after this, you will detect a location of a shooter within 50 meters radius, which increases to 100 and then 150. You then get a 10% movement speed when moving empty-handed. Just press X on your keyboard, guys. You'll move empty-handed, run a lot faster. Bang. There you go. The explosive side creates a tactical nuke. You can launch a tactical nuke at a desired location within a specific range and blow stuff up. Use it. Use it to your advantage. Right, let's do Marine, shall we? We'll start off again with a standard percentage damage of the specialized weapon. After that, you then require an attachable C4, plus 25% C4 damage, and then 50% C4 damage after that. You then move up to when you've got a silencer on, you get a plus damage increase, yet again 10%, 15%, 20%. Next on the line is a plus 5% damage while taking cover behind rocky trees and terrain. After that, you then have a damage increase of up to 10% when firing an upwards angle. So if someone's high above you and you start shooting up towards them, you then get a damage increase, which, guys, it's a game of chess. You have that increase, you will have a stronger gun than them. And then you get the ghillie suit, like the sniper class, but when it changes, you get a plus 30% damage while swimming. So if you are fighting in the water, you have that damage increase. That increases to plus 50%. You can run in shallow water without any movement speed. So if you run in shallow water, you'll run at normal movement speed, and this increases to plus 50% swimming speed, and 100% after that. Okay, so then we go on to the 50% noise when moving in shallow water and with fog of war. We'll go into fog of war in a minute, but you will then reduce that noise when moving in shallow water. Then increase the HP and increase your overall movement speed. Great, yeah? And then we've got just some 20% health recovery from consumables. So if you put a consumable in, you get plus 20% on top of that. And the big boy is the fog of war. You create a big puff of smoke around you. Only you can see within it. To an extent, you know, it's still hard to see, but it creates that divergence so you can get out there if you need to. Shotgun Master is next. So start again with a standard damage increase with a specialized weapon that you get. After that, you get a shotgun fire rate increase and reload speed. Bang, bang, 30%, 40% at max. Then you get an AR damage increase, 10%, 15%, 20%. After that, you get a HP increase of 10%, 15%, 20%. This guy is a tank, I'm telling you now. Upgrades flashbangs into impact grenades, and then increases the explosion from a grenade, the radius of that. And then after that, it increases the number of impact grenades thrown by one. So if you throw one, it only throw two. Then we go into the minus incoming AR damage. So you'll get minus 10%, 20%, and 30% of AR damage increasing onto yourself, which will help you with, if you're fighting one-on-one with somebody that is shooting you with an AR and you have an AR, you will get the plus 10% and the minus 10% damage increase, so you'll do more damage to them and they'll do less damage to you, therefore you're winning gun battles. Right, so we go, knocks enemy back upon landing a hit. So if you hit them with a shot, you then push them back a little bit, and then you just increase in distance as you go further down. Then we get into the increases accuracy while jump shooting. So if you're jumping about and you're shooting, it increases your accuracy a little bit. It's simple, you know, it's self-explanatory there. A plus 50% movement speed, and then no more landing motion. If you jump a high place and you hit the floor, your guy will stay still for like a split second. This takes away that, and then it increases your health for 3 seconds after doing so. You get a jump, a high jump, and you can jump very high. As it levels up, you get your 2 stories, 3 stories, and then you can scale tall cliffs. If you're getting chased by the zone, or if you need to get up to a building to flank somebody, use this from there. And then each shotgun round becomes as lethal as a tank. If you have a shotgun and you use this, bang, you are one-shotting people left, right, and centre. Right, Strike Force is next. And with Strike Force, again, starts off with the specialised damage increase. We go then to a 5% SMG fire rate and magazine capacity increases throughout. You have then a chance to give them guys a bleeding effect, plus 10% accuracy, which then increases throughout, which is great because if you make someone bleed to start, they're weak, they're hurting. Next in line, it creates a bulletproof shield immediately upon being hit. Right, so if you get shot, a shield will drop down in front. The levels that go up are just the cooldown times. After that, we have a minus 8% damage received from attack from beyond 120 meters. If you're getting sniped, you will receive a less of a damage than anyone close up. Damage and defense is increased by 5% when running up to 10%, and 15% is next. And then we have the 50% air walk duration. Then you increase your accuracy, then increase the air walk jump effect to a higher place, and improved crosshair while jump shoot. Okay, so then we move on to the plus 3% movement speed, 5%, 7%. We've seen that before. And then we have here plus 30% movement speed while shoulder aiming. So rather than going full ADS, if you just shoulder aiming, you'll get that perk. And the big one here is a plus 200% movement speed for 5 seconds. Press this, like Usain Bolt, gone. You want to get there, you've gone. Right, and on to the final one, and that's SWAT. Okay, so with SWAT, you will get shock. Can you believe it? A plus damage increase for the specialized weapon depending on what you get. Guys, this changes every game, so it all depends on what you get, but you get the same percentage increase. Next one is a breaking and entry through doors and windows, deploys a smoke screen and inflicts 40 damage. If someone's in a room and you, rather than open the door, if you just barge through it with holding F down, this creates a smoke screen and deals damage to the person. Next, upgrade your grenades into advanced grenades. Increase the backpack weight as well, so you can carry more stuff. You then have 1.5% impaired hearing, so you can hear more as you're walking around. Okay, so now you've got a plus 5% damage while taking cover, which increases to 7 then 10%. You've got a minus 15% damage from a source within a 25 meters. So if somebody shoots you close ranges, they're getting minus 15% damage. Minus 25% damage from a shotgun, and then that increases as you go forward. We then reduce the noise when breaking through windows with parkour. As you sprint towards window, you jump through it. That's what they class as parkour. This increases then speed of parkour and then your HP. We then have a 5% damage for 5 seconds upon being hit, which increases to 10% and 20%, and then a 15% accuracy while upon firing. And then that increases again to 15% and the fire rate, and then 50. You then get a 2% movement speed, and that increases across. And then you get an increased movement speed at max level on stairs and ladders. Now here we go. We've got creates a dome-shaped field barrier that instantly blocks your enemy's sight. This will create a big black circle, a big black dome that goes across. You can still see in this, they can't. So if you go into a building and you know there's people next floor up, pop this, run up there, you can see them, they can't see you. So that's it. That's the character guide done. And I apologise now for how long this video has been. But, we're going to go into some detail. We've tried as best, and I hope it's helped you out. If it has done, please drop a like or a sub on the channel. It really helps me out. If not, you've got any more questions, bob them in the comments below. I'll try my best to sort them out for you. Okay? Anyway, guys. Catch me streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. All the links are below. I'm going to go from now. Hey, peace out.